Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I am here today with an epic video. It is my final L3 haul. This is the culmination of, I believe, my 4 last L3 orders. I placed my last L3 order on August 26th. So I did not participate in the September 13th ready to ship, and I have not participated in this 20% off sale. I talked about it a little bit in my fantasy wax haul and in my empties video. I am on a total L3 hiatus since I have kind of been posting my journey this year of purchasing L3 until their what they said was going to be their closing date on September 15th. I've been documenting all of my orders since then. So I feel like it would be remiss to not address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that I really don't know how to even say it, because I don't want to say it's that they're not closing, because honestly, the information that was put out about it is, to me, really vague. I'm gonna just read the post verbatim so that I'm not contributing to any misinformation. On August 27th, Jen posted, "We have some exciting news for you all. The legacy of L3 Waxy Wonders will continue on. The L3 Waxy Wonders family has expanded with new help. I will be taking a big step back to allow me the time to focus on health and healing," which is amazing, "while remaining part of the brand through my creative blends. The product you have come to know and love will continue to be available. More information to come." So that post came on August 27th, and we have not heard anything else since. At least I don't think so. I just scrolled the page to make sure. I didn't see anything. And so this was about 2 weeks before the closing date, which was meant to be September 15th. A few people have asked me how I feel about this, because I am someone who definitely upped my L3 purchasing in order to build my stash, and I have no reason not to talk about it. To be honest, I don't really my opinion is that L3 and Jen and Trish, they have been around for a long time, well before I've been buying wax, but my perception is that they have really stuck out and prided themselves on their customer service, taking requests, having really good quick responses, making things right for people when there are mistakes. There is just a reputation that I feel like they have in the wax world of having some of the best customer service in kind of the vendor wax space. So seeing that lends me to believe that they would not do something to sacrifice that reputation intentionally. So I know that over the last couple of years, we have seen a couple of vendors say that they're closing and then they don't close. And every situation is nuanced. Every situation is different. Personally, do I think that the situation with L3 is the same as any of those other situations? No, not at all. The reason being, the first thing that I said, I feel like that would be, I feel like they are too smart to do something like that, to sacrifice the reputation that they have built over so many years of being such a reliable company with good customer service. It leads me to believe that this is unexpected. Also, the language in the post, it's vague, but it seems to me like maybe somebody has either made an offer to them to become a business partner, made an offer to them to purchase the business, or something that would allow, like they said, the legacy of L3 to continue. So it doesn't sound like at all that Jen and Trish were just kidding. We just kidding, basically, like some other vendors have. It seems like there is something in the works that I think it's probably something like that. Obviously, I don't know. But based on, again, the language of the post, that's what I think. I'm not upset about it. I don't feel like they said this I don't think that they announced a closure to induce panic buying. They never upped their prices. They continued to offer the same sizes. And other vendors in the past, we've seen them up their prices. We have seen them only offer larger sizes. We have seen them be very vague about when the closing date even is. And those things are different than this situation. I don't see those qualities in this situation. So for me personally, no, I'm not upset that L3 isn't closing. I am going to have to treat them as if they're closed because I bought as if they were closing, but that's okay because that was my decision and nobody can force me to buy anything. And so I am not going to hold anyone else responsible for that. I am an adult who knows that companies can say things and then things go differently. Like, it's not, I feel like, did I buy more than I would have if I didn't think they were closing? Absolutely. But the post that they made also does not solidify that everything is going to be the same and L3 is just going to continue as it is. So in my mind, we still don't know what's going on yet with L3. Also, the other reason why I think it's some sort of sale or partnership or something is because obviously they haven't spoken more about it. I feel like that's probably a legal thing. My thing would be that I would, I guess, wait until I could give a little bit more information instead of something so vague, but it kind of puts you in a hard position because obviously you want to be transparent and tell people as soon as you know that something could be changing, your plans could be changing. So I understand why they did what they did. I think that probably the fact that they had to be vague and as a result of whatever's going on are not able to explain, they said more information to come. I think that probably put people in a position for speculation, and therefore probably people are a little more upset or thinking that things are shady when I'm thinking they're probably not. So that's the only thing is I wish that they could have either put up a post with more information, or if they can't, which I'm guessing they can't, I guess that's kind of tough. Like in my mind, I think, maybe they should have waited, but again, you want to be transparent. So I think that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than what we're privy to, but that is my opinion on everything, and I wasted 10 minutes yapping about that. I am definitely going to put a timestamp for when the actual haul starts, but with all of that being said, for me, this is the final L3 haul. I have made a rule for myself that I am not going to even acknowledge the L3 website until my birthday, March 17th, 2025. I will allow myself to buy L3 again. Until then, I have more than enough. L3 is a quarter of my wax collection. I have been working on melting through a lot of my L3 partials, and because of that, I have made a bunch of room in my collection for these new things, and I am so excited to tell you what I got, what I am going to be solidifying my L3 collection with. So this is gonna be a feature film, so grab a snack, grab a drink, get situated. We are going to talk about some L3 wax. So I have everything laid out in front of me. I'm going to start with scoops. I have the most of them. See what we can get done and just go from there. So this first scoop is pumpkin pecan waffles, yellow cake, and cream cheese frosting. I love this. I got this with the addition of pie crust and zucchini bread during Pie Day. I love it that way. Without the zucchini bread and the pie crust, the pumpkin pecan waffles is much more on the forefront, mixed with the yellow cake. Yellow cake is a very gooey scent. It is a moist cake scent. It almost smells more like yellow cake that is maybe half baked in the oven. And pumpkin pecan waffles is so rich and buttery and syrupy that when you blend those together, it really amplifies that like gooey note, if that makes sense. And the cream cheese frosting just adds this thick layer of icing. So good. This is just like your perfect vanilla cake scent, but add that absolutely fantastic pumpkin pecan waffles. And this is a delicious, delicious bakery. This is one that I've had before in a scoop. This is Cotton Candy, Palo Santo, Yellow Cake, and Sugar Cookie Royale. Cotton Candy and Palo Santo, if you haven't combined those together, it's basically like an opposites attract situation. Cotton Candy is such a fluffy, light, spun sugar, airy, sweet scent. And then Palo Santo is that smoky, earthy, masculine scent. When you combine them, it just it makes this perfect balance of the two. The yellow cake is that freshly, like half-baked yellow cake, like I was saying, and the Sugar Cookie Royale is a very doughy sugar cookie. When you blend these together, the first thing that I get is the cotton candy. L3 has a gorgeous cotton candy that has a slight fruitiness to it. And then I smell a little bit of the smoke of the Palo Santo. And then just some bakery. The way that the fruitiness of the cotton candy in this kind of blends, it almost gives the energy of roasted pine cone, which is so interesting, but how it just has that like light fruitiness on the end. And mixed with the Palo Santo, that's kind of what it does. It's a great blend. I love this. I know it throws long and strong, and scoops are just good like that. This next one is pink sugar, vanilla patchouli, toasted mallow, and sugared shortbread. Any vanilla patchouli scent I can credit to my friend Tam, who loves vanilla patchouli. She is always posting those amazing vanilla patchouli blends in the L3 group. I really love that because pink sugar is a perfume type. It is a super feminine, sweet, sugary, kind of like slightly musky body care. And then vanilla patchouli to me also reads very body care. Patchouli is an incense type, but with the vanilla, it makes it very smooth and velvety, almost as if it was a patchouli scented kind of like lotion. And those are the two notes combined that I'm smelling. So it's this very girly, but also earthy, kind of smooth, sugary body care. As far as toasted mallow and sugared shortbread, I do smell that like super rich, sugary shortbread. It's a very like crystallized sugar, bready type of scent. I'm not smelling a ton of toasted mallow, but that also would blend really kind of seamlessly with vanilla patchouli in a way that I might not be able to pick it out completely, but that's very pretty. I don't think that that would just be a bedroom bathroom scent, but I would probably try it in there first. This next scoop is Cafe C Cookie Cottage. So Cafe C is Cuban coffee, and then Cookie Cottage is L3's kind of ultimate cookie blend. The oils are Sugar Cookie Royale, Danish butter cookies, sugared shortbread, Nilla wafer, vanilla cookies, and sweet bakery dough. So kind of like just your ultimate cookie scent with a Cuban coffee. Cafe C, to me, especially when blended with the spiced oat milk, which they do a lot, or a Cookie Cottage or something like this, is such a creamy coffee. It's almost like, to me, like a coffee ice cream. And it's kind of exactly what this is. This, to me, smells like fresh baked cookies with a scoop of coffee ice cream on the side. Really good. I think that if you are not a huge fan of coffee, if espressos or fresh brewed coffees or things can lean a little skunky or harsh to you, Cafe C is a very, very mild, very tame, very sweet coffee note to where I almost wouldn't even consider it a coffee note. So that's my opinion on Cafe C. I really like it, but I also love a strong coffee, so I usually tend to lean for like the espresso or coffee bean, but with the Cookie Cottage, it is just like really yummy bakery with this hint of coffee. This next scoop here is Serendipity Copper Coconut and Cotton Candy Frosting. That's sounding extremely summery. I don't remember. Yeah, that is ultra summery. So Serendipity is this gooey, kind of vanilla-y coconut. To me, a lot of people smell an almond, a cherry, something like that with Serendipity. I don't. And Copper Coconut is a very like summery coconut. It almost smells like a coconut suntan lotion. And then Cotton Candy Frosting doesn't have that same fruity quality at the end as just regular cotton candy does from L3. So this to me just smells like summery coconut cotton candy. This is a little out of season for me right now, but it is a nice yummy coconut scent. My fiance is a lover of coconut, so I know that it will get good use even over the fall and winter. This next one is Pink Sugar Crystals and White Elephant Exchange. Powdered donuts, vanilla wafers, white cake, and vanilla frosting are the notes that make up White Elephant Exchange. To me, the most prominent note is powdered donuts. It is a cakey bakery blend, but with that powdered donut on the forefront, I can smell a lot of powdered sugar in that note. And this one, okay, I forgot about this. So when I bought this, I thought that this was Pink Sugar with White Elephant Exchange, and Pink Sugar Crystals is not the same as Pink Sugar, as I've come to realize. And Pink Sugar Crystals must have some sort of raspberry note in it, because this is the raspberry that I am not a fan of. This is a floral raspberry with a little bit of donut to me. So this one I am going to be passing on to a friend, because that was my mistake, not realizing that Pink Sugar and Pink Sugar Crystals are completely different. It's not that I had no idea. I would have realized that. I just misread it and didn't see the crystals part. This next scoop is Don't Cross Dreams with roasted pine cones. Don't Cross Dreams is adipose, vanilla cookies, vanilla wafer, and vanilla ice cream. So this is another one of those vanilla bakery blends. This one, to me, the most prominent note is the vanilla ice cream. So when I'm looking for that vibe, I go for Don't Cross Dreams. Roasted pine cones is just a gorgeous, earthy, sweet, feminine scent. It works perfectly for the holidays. I think it's a year-round scent, but it really, really does well in the fall and winter. And this to me just smells like an ultra creamy, sweet vanilla ice cream with that roasted pine cones, almost like pine cone flavored ice cream. It is just so sweet and creamy and rich vanilla. And then you just get that smooth, feminine, earthy roasted pine cone just enveloping that vanilla. It's so good. It's really, really good. This is a scoop of just plain. Today is October 3rd. Palo Santo Sugar Cookie Royale Toasted Mallow. We all know about her and what she's about. I am hoping, that she is here to stay with whatever happens with L3, because this is such an amazing sweet and smoky scent. Doughy sugar cookie heavy for me, with that gorgeous toasty mallow and smoky palo in the background. It's so good. You really can't go wrong with Today's October 3rd. It's kind of a comfort scent for me. It's just one of those go-tos. If I don't know what to melt, I can throw this in and I just know that I'm gonna love it every single time. This one is Palo Santo Pie Crust and Sugar Cakes. Sugar Cakes is fluffy yellow cake batter with whole vanilla buttercream frosting and crushed vanilla wafers on top. For me, the most dominant note in this is a cake. This is a very, very rich, heavy, dense vanilla cake, Sugar Cakes is. So I'm glad, because we're going over a lot of those basic bakery blends. So we had White Elephant Exchange, which to me, the prominent note is the powdered donut. We had Don't Cross Dreams, and to me the dominant note is vanilla ice cream. And then in this one, Sugar Cakes, it is that gooey cake. So that is a heavy, heavy, heavy vanilla bakery cake blend with Palo Santo and pie crust. So you're gonna get that smokiness, and pie crust adds a saltiness to blends that I much prefer over adding saltiness with pretzel. I feel like that's kind of like a cheat code if you like a little bit of saltiness to a scent, but something about pretzel is just not it for you all the time. Add a little pie crust. I get a salty note from it. This is so good. I love Palo Santo with bakery. Just like the Today's October 3rd, it just adds this sweet and smoky. but the sugar cakes is so much more dense than just the sugar cookie royale. It's so much heavier, and you do get a little bit of that just like saltiness, a little bit of that flaky pastry from the pie crust. Really good. And then now we have another one of these bakery blends. Diet starts Monday. This is cotton candy frosting, sugar cookie royale, Santa's on keto, and sugared shortbread. And Santa's on keto is also a bunch of vanilla bakery scents. I don't know that one. This is really good. I feel like this has gotten better since the first time I smelled it. That is fantastic. What is the dominant note in that though? I think it's the Santa's on keto because I'm getting cake, hardcore cake. It's very cakey. It has a little bit of that hint of cotton candy. Yeah, this to me smells like if you baked a really rich, dense cake and then frosted it with a super thick, decadent frosting. That's what you would get from this scent. I really enjoy that. I enjoy that more than I did when I first got it. So that's always the best. Moving away from just all the vanilla bakery, this one is Pyramid Head, which is toasty warm bonfire, hay bales, and pine trees. I've had this scent in a sample before. I'm in love with it. This to me is fall atmosphere in a scent. Like, it is not too overly tree, it's not too overly hay, it's not too overly smoky. This seriously smells as if you went to a barn in the fall and you were just like walking through before you got to, you know, the apples and before you got to the pumpkins and the ciders and all of those smells. Just that air, that fall atmosphere. It's such a good scent. If you like atmospheric scents, you've got to try this. It is absolutely amazing. This one today is October 3rd with Hufflepuff. So we've been over today is October 3rd. Hufflepuff is fresh baked cookies, sweet cinnamon sugar, and pumpkin pasties. I definitely smell a delicious sweet cinnamon sugar with a little pumpkin that definitely pulls through. Not spicy to me. And all of that just sits on top of that smoky sweet base of the today's October 3rd. Really like the addition of the Hufflepuff in this one. That's really done nicely. This one is sugar cakes with blueberry muffin. So that super heavy, dense vanilla cake bakery with blueberry muffin. I do believe I have this in a tarts already. This is just a really, really, really dense blueberry. Like, imagine just the most dense cake and bakery and then just this hint of blueberry baked into it. It's good for me. Blueberry comes alive on warm. It's okay for me always on cold, and it impresses me on warm. So I've got to put some heat to this. I am excited to try it. And then this is a scoop in just plain White Elephant Exchange. It is that powdered donut heavy bakery blend, and it's just so good. It is so powdered donut heavy to me. I love having this around. I always want to have some plain White Elephant Exchange around. It's a really, really good neutral bakery. Back to Hufflepuff, I also have smoked vanilla and Hufflepuff. So Hufflepuff is that fresh baked cookies, sweet cinnamon sugar, and pumpkin pasties, and then with smoked vanilla. And L3's smoked vanilla is very smoky, but when you blend it with other notes, it can sometimes come off totally different. So let's see how it does here. It's very much a chameleon scent. Yeah, because on this, I don't smell a whole lot of smoke. It is mainly that delicious sweet cinnamon sugar with the cookies and like a little hint of that smokiness in the background. I feel like the smoke will probably come through pretty heavy on warm, but the bakery is doing a lot to compensate for it right now. But this is another great smoky sweet. Different from the today's October 3rd. It is definitely smokier than that. Smoked vanilla is more of a true smoke, whereas Palo Santo it's a smoky flavor, but it's not a true smoke the way smoked vanilla is. This is strawberry pound cake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and pie crust. I just finished my pie that I got on Pie Day of this. Just showed it in my last empty, so I know that this is an amazing, creamy, sweet strawberry bakery scent. Strawberry and pumpkin pecan waffles just go together. They're both such rich scents. And this is very decadent. I think that the saltiness of the pie crust does a lot to make the scent not too rich or buttery. Really good. And then this one is pumpkin pecan waffles, zucchini bread, and today is October 3rd. So today is October 3rd with some extra zucchini bread and pumpkin pecan waffles. Amazing. I love zucchini bread with today is October 3rd. It just adds bakery. It just adds that dry, fresh baked zucchini bread. But pumpkin pecan waffles is so rich and gooey and a little syrupy. This just blends together to make like bakery perfection. I mean, you have pumpkin pecan waffles, you have zucchini bread, you have sugar cookie royale, and you have toasted mallow, and then you just add Palo that adds just like the slightest depth to it, just a little something whispering from beneath. Just adding it, giving it a little flavor, giving it a little boost, if you will. So, really good one. This is another one that Tam got me on. This is vanilla patchouli, pumpkin pecan waffles, and sugar cookie royale. She's asked me a couple of times if I've melted this yet, and I'm finally gonna melt it because I'm now making this video. I love that because pumpkin pecan waffles is so, like I said, sweet, rich. And then vanilla patchouli just like puts kind of a stop to that and is like, hold on, let me like chill you out. Let me relax you a little bit. Let's take a walk together. And then like pumpkin pecan waffles gets really mellow and really chill because vanilla patchouli is like, just let's calm down. And then sugar cookie royale is back there just like, I'm just being sweet, you know? I love that. It's really good. It's a vibe. It is, to me, sweet, earthy, smoky. This is like very parallel to what I like in body care. So this is going to be an amazing nighttime melt, I think, in our bedroom and bathroom, especially because it is so complimentary to the body products that I put on at night. We are 30 minutes into the video. We're not even done with scoops. I did yap for 10 minutes, which I feel like, whatever, it is what it is. So this next one is Leviosa with today's October 3rd. Leviosa is an apple blend, which is unusual for me. It's apple cider, leaves, and spice. It's not unusual for me, but you know it's unusual for my house. Leviosa is an apple, though, that I love, an apple blend that I love, because it's apple cider. My fiance can deal with apple cider. In fact, she sometimes likes it if she doesn't know that that's what it is. She just doesn't like a fresh Mac apple, which I don't know. I don't know why, but this to me is way more just like fall bakery. This is very bakery heavy to me, but with a really nice apple that isn't a fresh apple. It's apple cider. It has those kind of mold spices, the leaves and the spice. But it's not cinnamon. So it's not this spicy cinnamon. This is just really good fall bakery. I actually am going to probably melt some of this tomorrow. We're going to watch the football game, and it'll be kind of like the perfect day for it. So that's a good one. This one is a repeat. I talked about this in a recent empties. This is coffee bean, sugar cookie royale, and vanilla ice cream. This is an amazing coffee blend. It performs so well in my Accord warmer in the scoop form. I'm so happy to have this. This to me is like, you know, because it's sugar cookie royale and vanilla ice cream, it's giving Cafe C, because to me, like I said, it kind of has those undertones. It's a very, very sweet, sugary coffee, but coffee bean is not. So it's like Cafe C because it has these bakery and ice cream elements to tone it down, but coffee bean is still a strong coffee. I love it. I think it's a great coffee scent. I don't think it's too harsh, but I'm also like I have a pretty high tolerance for coffees that some people think are skunky. So take me with a grain of salt when it comes to coffee blends. I do think I like them stronger than like the typical melter. So take me with a grain of salt with that one. This one is pumpkin praline, vanilla buttercream frosting, cake batter ice cream. If you can't tell, I love just these basic bakery blends in scoops because scoops perform so well in my kitchen in the Accord Warmer. This is really good. The cake batter is a unique note. I don't have a lot of sense with cake batter in it, and it's very much like a cake batter, like a funfetti cake batter. I'm not getting a whole lot other than kind of this like funfetti cake batter. I'm not getting a whole lot of pumpkin or praline on cold, so this is interesting. We'll have to see how that does on warm. 2 more scoops here. So this first one is Pink Sugar Cotton Candy Strawberry Pound Cake. You're speaking my language. I love, all that this is missing is lavender. This is so good. The fruitiness of the cotton candy lends itself so well to that strawberry pound cake, which just brings out the best notes in that. And then the pink sugar just makes this so feminine and so sweet and really transforms this into a more body care scent rather than a bakery scent. This is like fruity feminine body care. If you're a pink chiffon fan, this would be up your alley. Similar vibes. And last scoop of the video, we have Toasted Mallow, Cinnamon Sugar, and French Baguettes. Another great classic bakery for my kitchen. As you can see, there was a theme. That's really, really good. L3 does cinnamon sugar so well. There's no spice to it to me. It's just this rich cinnamon sugar. French baguette is such a good bread scent. It's almost as if like you toasted a piece of French baguette and you put some butter and cinnamon on it and you made it like a dessert bread. That's what this smells like. This is one of my favorites out of all of these bakeries here that I've hauled. So I'm super excited to get to melting that. Those are all of the scoops. And we're still going. So I am going to go ahead and do some of the shapes and then we will end with loaves and samples. So I have 3 puppy packs here. This first one is White Woods, Cashmere Cedar, and Holiday Woods. So the description for this Holiday Woods is peppermints, vanilla, and a hint of fir trees. Then there's a note, don't be scared by this scent, it is great. So I felt like this was speaking to me because I am a little scared of peppermint. And when I see peppermint, it does give me a pause. I do get a little nervous because I need mint to be like I need it to be a whisper. I need it to be mint and not mint, you know. I need it to be a LaCroix, not a Waterloo, if we're putting it in like seltzer terms. I need mint to be like a... And so I am nervous whenever I see peppermint. But I also know that L3, their mint blends, you need to let them sit for the other notes to come out. So I assured myself I wouldn't be scared. And this is still a little minty, but already the other notes are starting to come through. White Woods is a cologne scent. You can get that, but it's certainly not like Abercrombie. It's not Hollister. It's an upscale cologne scent. And then the Cashmere Cedar lends itself to that because that's such a luxurious scent. It is rich and sultry body care without being too sweet. And then you get the fir, the vanilla, and the peppermint. It's not a scream, but it's not quite a whisper yet. It's kind of like a soft-spoken voice if I spoke like this, but I don't because I'm loud. So I talk like this. So I'm so sorry, but yeah, this is really good, and I can definitely smell all of those other notes blending with that peppermint. This is kind of like slightly masculine, holiday. It's good. I'm excited to melt that over the holidays. This one is Lord of Misrule and Roasted Pine Cones. Lord of Misrule is a lush type musky patchouli with sweet, creamy vanilla. Absolutely. That's what it is. It is an herbal musky patchouli vanilla. But Lord of Misrule though, It's really good. It's mature. It's a mature, sweet and smoky fragrance that smells very natural. It's very lush, but it has this feminine maturity that I'm just here for. And the way that it blends with roasted pine cones, this is unexpected. This is a magical scent. Both notes are present. They are gorgeous together. This is a perfect bedroom, bathroom scent for the fall or winter. This is a whole vibe. It's mature, it's sexy, it's sultry, it's sweet, it's earthy, it's fruity with the little like hint of raspberry pine sap that you get. I love it. I wish I got more of this. It's really good. Last puppy pack here is Drums of Autumn. This is a blend that I've seen come around so many times and I've never tried it. It's Fallen Leaves, Flaky Pie Crust, and Bakery Bomb. I don't have the most experience with Bakery Bomb. I think in that one, the pretzel sticks out the most for me, which is why I don't buy it a ton because pretzel is, you know, just okay to me. This is very good though. The Leaves gives it this, you know, Leaves has a fruitiness to it. There's a little bit of an apple, a little bit of an orange, a clove. But Fallen Leaves is definitely on the earthier side. And then the Bakery Bomb is definitely, I think it's almost like a caramel pretzel that I get from it. This is very autumnal, very, very, this to me is almost giving like Thanksgiving dessert. Like I will probably save this to melt around that time. It would be great for that. That is definitely the energy that it's giving. I have one bougie bar, which is Love Affair and Liana's Lullaby. So Love Affair is warm vanilla sugar, shortbread cookies, and zucchini bread. And then Liana's Lullaby is an herbal lavender, I think. The way that this goes so well together, when I saw this on the list, in my head, I knew I was going to be obsessed with it because it's Lavender Bakery, but the warm vanilla sugar, because that's a body care note, the musk of that, the like slight orchid, and then with those bready notes and that lavender, this is such a vibe. This is really, it's heavy body care Lavender Bakery. I really like it, and the colors of this bar are absolutely unreal. So I'm thrilled about this one. I have one little bitty Betty loaf here. This is in Cotton Candy, Moonlight Beach Bonfire, and Zucchini Bread. We all know how I feel about zucchini bread and cotton candy. We know that I love a good Beach Nights Bath & Body Works type, but Moonlight Beach Bonfire was new to me. I've never smelled that note before. Sorry, I don't know why. I really, really like this. I smell the salty sea air. There's definitely this salty sea air quality. The cotton candy is sweet and fluffy and light, kind of up top. And then the zucchini bread gives it this depth. Very like summery, kind of atmospheric. I love it. Very similar to other beach scents that I've had in the past that I really enjoy. So I'm really excited to have this and to experiment with a new beach oil. It'll be fun. I have 4 packs of tarts. This first one is zucchini bread, strawberry pound cake, and lemon pound cake. I've had this blend before. I remember I got it in a D-stash very early in the beginning of this year. And I fell in love with it, and I've been asking for it since. I love lemon pound cake. Something about the way it's blended with the strawberry pound cake, this is giving cereal vibes. This could almost be a cereal scent, but it's 2 cake notes and a bread note, and then like some lemon and strawberry. So it's almost like, to me, it's cereal but better. I don't know. And then when it melts, it kind of gives the same energy. I really, really like it. I'm happy to have more for sure. This one is Boardwalk Mellow Clouds, Pink Sugar, Wood Smoke, and Vanilla Bean Noel. L3's Wood Smoke is unmatched. It is the most realistic wood smoke that I've ever smelled. It's strong. It's a pow in your face. You gotta love smoky. If you like smoky, you would love it. Paired with such feminine, dainty notes like Boardwalk Mallow Clouds and Pink Sugar and Vanilla Bean Noel. This just sets you up for kind of like the perfect juxtaposition. Oh my gosh, it's unreal. Like, this is unreal. It's just, imagine the sweetest, lightest, most gentle, feminine, girly, cute, sweet notes with just the truest form of wood smoke that you can imagine. I love it. Both, it maintains the integrity of the sweetness and the smokiness, and it gives you a good sweet and smoky scent that isn't bakery. So really like that one. Really, really like that one. I've been looking forward to giving that a chop and a melt. This is lavender oatmeal cookies and zucchini bread. Classic for me, lavender bread bakery. Lavender oatmeal maple crunch, sweet lavender oatmeal maple crunch was all the rage for me when I got it in the sweet lavender bakery sampler. And then I know that people have kind of done their own thing with like those similar vibes. This is one of them, and oh my gosh, it's unreal. It's so good. Oatmeal cookies, to me, is such a warm and inviting bakery scent. It just has a warmth that other cookie scents don't. And then mixed with the lavender, it gives it this herbal quality. Zucchini bread, it gives it the depth. And this is just a low-key, warm, inviting scent. I really, really like this one. Last pack of tarts here. I do believe that this one was a custom extra of my friend Tam's, and this is Palo Santo, cinnamon sugar, powdered donuts, and mallow fireside. Now, I have said that I love the cinnamon sugar oils and the powdered donut oil from L3. They just are very strong. They're very good. This is really, really, really stunning. The Palo and the cinnamon together. This is very similar to a Fantasy Wax blend that I have melted recently, which is Palo Santo and Bear Claws. This is Palo Santo with the cinnamon sugar and powdered donuts, which I feel like is giving a very similar energy. And then the Mallow Fireside just gives it this extra toasted marshmallow quality. This is so good. Sweet and smoky bakery, but the cinnamon sugar really adds an extra oomph to it. I really, really like this one. And I have one little lone cloud cake here. This is Confetti Cake Pop, Lavender, and White Elephant Exchange. Confetti Cake Pop, I think, is a Bath & Body Works type. It's very, very rich, creamy. It's similar to me almost to a vanilla butter fudge, a spiced oat milk, even a serendipity, if you will. Ugh, this is just super, super ultra creamy, creamy sweet lavender with the fried dough and the powdered sugar. Much, much creamier, cakey lavender bakery. I really, really like that. Obviously, again, we're sensing trends. So, we are now on to my Basic Betty loaves. This first one is vanilla buttercream frosting, sugared shortbread, and zucchini bread. This, I can't even lie to you. I accidentally got this, even though I already had one. I had misread, but you know what? This one is curing a lot better. I was actually going to possibly gift this, but that vanilla buttercream frosting, man, that note is strong from L3. When you mix that with the zucchini bread, I had another blend. It was vanilla buttercream frosting, white cake, and zucchini bread. So strong, so delicious. This is shaping up to be very similar. Sugared shortbread is almost always kind of the first note that I can smell when it's in a blend, but the vanilla buttercream frosting and the zucchini bread have really taken this one over. It's a super dense, sweet vanilla bready bakery. A classic. This one is Fat Bottom Girls and Dreamweaver, 2 house blends. The notes are Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Don't Cross Streams, lavender cream, sugar cookie dough, bread, and sweet vanilla spun sugar. Dreamweaver is my favorite lavender bakery blend of all time from any vendor. So when it's blended with anything, I try it because I know that I will like it, and I love lavender with cotton candy. One of my favorite combinations. And Cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is extra sweetness added to Dreamweaver. Cupcakes at Tiffany's is such a rich toffee cupcake scent. Don't Cross Dreams is that creamy vanilla ice cream. Sweet vanilla spun sugar, basically a vanilla cotton candy. All of that with the lavender bakery from the Dreamweaver. So good. So good. This one is the Calzone Zone. This is apple strudel, pralines and cream, sweet bakery dough, and zucchini bread crumbles. Apple strudel is one that we can do in our house. I love a good apple strudel. This is just super delicious fall bakery. Definitely fried dough, you know, nuttiness in the forefront, that zucchini bread. An apple is definitely more in the background. This is bready, nutty bakery first with a fried dough and an apple in the background. Really kind of quintessential, delicious fall scent. This is I Put a Spell on You. This is another house blend that I love. This is cinnamon sugar, not spicy cinnamon, and French baguettes with our Top Secret Bakery Bomb blend. So for me, I concur that this is not a spicy cinnamon at all, like actually none, no spice whatsoever. Totally sugary sweet cinnamon. I definitely smell that delicious toasty bread. I definitely think the Bakery Bomb blend has a little bit of caramel in it because I get a caramelly note, almost like a caramel pretzel note. But this is so good. Such a good, warm, welcoming fall bakery blend. And then I got a loaf of just plain, today is October 3rd, same as my plain scoop. Like I said, this is a comfort scent for me. This is one that we melt in the whole entire house. I will chop up this loaf and I will put so much good use to it. I'm so happy that I have this. I love it. And it will be used. That is for a fact. This is lavender cream, pink sugar, strawberry, and mallow fluff. This was at the time that I was trying to do anything in my power to recreate Yonkers from Glitterati, and I had made some requests. This was one of them. But this is really, really good. The lavender cream is such a gentle, creamy lavender. And then the strawberry, it's not fresh picked strawberry, it's not strawberry pound cake, it's just kind of true strawberry, which I like. Doesn't lean chapsticky or anything like that. The pink sugar makes it extra sweet. This is just like super sweet, fruity, herbal, girly goodness, great bathroom scent. Gotta start putting things up here now, but I'm getting very close to the end here. So this one is Serendipity, Cookie Cottage, and Sugar Milk. We've talked about Cookie Cottage. Serendipity is that creamy coconut, and Serendipity is one of my fiance's favorite single oils. I knew she would love this. And this is so good. This is, Cookie Cottage is such a rich cookie. It's so buttery. It's so dense. And the Serendipity and the Sugar Milk add this milky, creamy, like coconut touch to it. Really, really delicious. Really yummy. This is plain Baccarat Rouge 540, which is a perfume dupe. I love Baccarat Rouge. It is an ambery, musky, saffron, very androgynous scent. Oh, I love it. To me, it is sweet but ambery. Like I said, there's a little saffron, there's a little caramel. I love Baccarat Rouge. It's an upscale fragrance. It smells like it. This is so good blended with bakery. It's good blended with sweet body care. It's kind of good with everything. Baccarat Rouge kind of just makes everything a little better. I really like that one. And we are on to our last loaf, and then we have some samples. So this is, we're gonna end on a repeat, which is fine, but this is White Elephant Exchange. This, and today is October 3rd. I got one scoop, one loaf, because they are my favorites. This is that powdered donut bakery, and it is everything that I've talked about. It is sweet, it's delicious, and I'm happy to have it. Now, these samples, I remember one of my orders didn't come with samples, and I think that one of them came, I'm missing 2 samples, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 samples to show you. I'm not sure what has happened to some of the other ones, but this first one I got is just plain Don't Cross Streams, which is that vanilla ice cream blend. Very good. Very, very good. And I got a Pyramid Head, which I talked about. That is that Fall Atmosphere blend. This one is apple, pumpkin strudel, zucchini bread, and glazed donuts, which is a great blend that I've had before. I love the addition of the glazed donuts in this. It is just a super yummy fall bakery. The strudel, the bread, and the donut are definitely front and center. Apple and pumpkin are just kind of resting there on top. Really good. This one is Adipose, vanilla wafers, Rice Krispie treats, banana cream pie, coconut cream pie, and whole vanilla bean. Adipose is a marshmallow scent. I really like the banana cream pie in this. This is a really yummy banana scent. It's heavy bakery with that banana cream pie. I really like that. That is really good. I don't melt a ton of banana, but I do like it, and I will, you know, in small quantities, I do like to melt it. This one is brown sugar and zucchini bread. Yum. So this is just your regular zucchini bread with a boost of richness and depth from brown sugar. I really like that blend together. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, bourbon butterscotch, and zucchini bread. I love a good bourbon butterscotch, but I have to do it in smaller quantities because it can be a little too syrupy for me. But this one is really good. The zucchini bread really offsets that. But this is like super syrupy, buttery, a little bit, you know, like that barrel-aged bourbon with a zucchini bread. And then last but not least, we have roasted pine cones, Beach Nights Bath & Body Works type, smoked vanilla, and sugar cookie. I mean, say less. Those are all things that I really love. I love this because this brings together the summer and the fall. It also brings together smoky and sweet. It brings together bakery with earthy, with beachy, and this is just a layered, complex, delicious scent, and I am thrilled to have a sample of this size. And that, my friends, is the final L3 haul. That is everything that I have to share with you today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you like wax videos. Keep an eye out for these in my empties videos. And if you've made it to the end, let me know what your favorite L3 blend is, which blends you stocked up on over the last few months, and how you're gonna go about purchasing L3 in the future, depending on its availability, which, like I said, we don't really know what that is. But that is everything that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one.